Okay, guys, let's on your video, right? On it. We will see that everybody whoever writes. So, yeah. Hi, Amit. So, hi, Amit.
Yeah, hi Ravi. Hi.
Hi. How are you? How are you? Happy New Year. Happy New Year, guys. On other people also. I want everybody to see that. Please. Bharat, Bharat, Chandan, Hari, Yogeshwar, Realme 2, Siva, Shudhanshu, please. Let's see the people. There is no problem in that, man. We are the professional, right? So there is no problem in that to show our faces to other people. Okay, GRTP, right? What is your name, GRTP? GRTP. Hey, Jogeshwar Babu, good afternoon.
Satya,
Good afternoon.
Satya Sai.
Satya Sai. Oh, Satya Sai. Good, Satya Sai. What about others? Don't want? Don't want others people? Okay, no problem, guys. No problem. Okay. So let's start the session. Our session. Let's start it. Okay. Now, please off your video. Hmm. Yeah, Jogeshwar, you can off the video, right? Yeah.
हाँ
Yeah. Tatam need to go. Something is there. Okay. Okay, guys. Jogeshwar, please stop your video. Yogeshwar. Yeah, thank you, guys. Let's start the session. In previous session, just in the previous session, what is this is the see, this is our arcade technology, and this is the Java. Ravikant Tripathi is the our Facebook group is there every day, whatever content I will explain here, right? And the file I will upload there only. You guys can join that our group, and this is our YouTube channel RK Technologies, right? And if you want to become friend on my hey, what's happening? If you want to become my friend on Instagram, right? So you can what join. This is my Instagram ID. Okay, so let's now start the session. Okay, so what we will do in the previous session, just what is the consumer, what is the Sudhanshu, Sudhanshu. Yeah, in the previous session just we learn what is the consumer and what is the provider. After then we started how to convert our Java object and the JSON format and the JSON Java object. Please unmute yourself. Datta Rai, Ranjan, these two people, please mute yourself, guys. Yeah. So now those things we learned, but now today we are going to learn same things like how to response entity, right? So today we will return the object from the provider. Actually, whenever we are developing in the real time provider, right? Whenever we are developing in the real time provider, in the case of we can't taking what return type as what string, right? We are not taking return type what return type as a string or object, right? String or object. We are not taking a return type, right? Return type as a what return type as what object. So Jersey implementation Jax RS people, what they give us, right? They give us what response to don't worry about that developer. He said that don't worry about that developer. You have to I will give one predefined response, predefined response object, right? You have to take the data, means take the entity, right? Whatever in the resource, means in the provider side, right? This is, for example, this is our provider, right? So in the provider side, means if a provider, somebody is there who is the disturbing. Who is that? Noor. So yeah, now I'm audible, na? I'm enabling the chat box. Please let me know that I'm audible or not. Please use chat box. Yeah, okay, fine, fine. So so in the provider side, no. In the provider side, what we will do now? Yeah, in the provider side, what we will do now? We will return whatever the entity is there, and at the response, in the response response object, right? We will pack that object in the response object, right? But whenever we will return that response object, we have need what? We have need its helper classes, right? We have need what? It's a helper classes. That helper class is what? That helper class is what? Response builder, right? Response builder, based on the response builder, right? response Response builder class is there, right? This is the object. In that, it's an implementation class. We will take what? It's an implementation class, right? Response builder, don't worry, I will implement those things front of you people, and I will show all those things. Whatever, first we have need to understand as a diagrammatically, right? If we understood the things as a diagrammatically, right, then we can understand the implementation classes and all those things. Okay, so see, boss, my explanation style is like that. This only. First, we will deep dive as a diagrammatically. First, we create that, right? First, we create the image, and that image we will visualize and analyze in our mind. After then, we will what implement as a what programmatically format, right? So now so now the response object is there, right? In that response object, what we will do now? In that response object, what we will do now? It's implementation class, right? We will take what? It's implementation class. Where we will take now? So it's an implementation class. We will take as what? It's an implementation class like RB, right? We will take what? Response builder equal to new response, right? It's, I said that now we will take what? Response builder implementation class, right? So what we will take? Response builder IMPL, right? It's an implementation class. In that, in this implementation class, just I'm taking this one, right, like this. Okay, so in that, in the response builder implementation class, so what we will do now? In that, already we learn, right, status code. In a status code, in, for example, in the whatever, in the response and the request, right? Whenever we are the making the request, right? In the request having two part, I explained in the previous session, right? Request, but because of you people, I'm explaining again here, right? So now head, and it's having another is the what? Body. Another one is what? Body. In the body, in header part, we are sending the metadata, right? Metadata. Metadata. Yeah, in the request, right? This is the what request. We are the making the what request. What is that? HTTP request, right? We are making what? HTTP request. We are making here HTTP request. Whenever we are making the HTTP request, right? Based on the here, what is there? Our JSON data or XML data? What is there here? JSON data. Here JSON data is there, and another one is what? Another one is what? XML data, right? XML data. Here JSON data is there, and another one is what? XML data. And what we are doing, that we are making the request to what? Provider is taking that, right? But in the previous session, what we are taking as a return type as string type, or we are object. But this is not good in the real time, right? Whenever we are implementing in the real time project, right? What we are doing that, so what we are doing that, we are taking the what as the response. All object means all in the rest endpoint. We are saying that what? This is the endpoint, right? So in the endpoint, all resources, right? In the endpoint, what we are saying that all things as a resource, right? In the restful, all methods and classes as a treated as what? Resource, right? Also what we will do now, in that resource multiple, right? Multiple in the provider side, multiple classes is there, multiple method is there. In the classes multiple method is there, right? So we can't return everything as what? Same format, right? So what we will do now, we will return that object in the response object. Means whatever entity is there, we will wrap inside what? Response object. And based on the response, right? So based on the response, what we will do, response object, in that we will take the help of what? Response builder object, right? Its implementation class is what? Build response builder implementation. So we know that request having what? Two parts. Same like response also having how many parts? Two part, right? How many part? Two part is there, right? In the first one, right? First one, what is that? In the response, right? Request, whenever we will get, means client will get the response. In the response, in the header part, what is there? Status code is there. Content status code is there, right? Status code is there, status code. And here what is there? JSON data, JSON data or XML data, right? JSON data or what? XML data, right? Here what is there? JSON data or what? XML data, right? So in that, our what is that? Our provider will return back this what? Object, right? Here, from here to here, right? So in this case, what we will do now, here we are making what? Response. Here what we are getting? That request, right? Here we are getting the request. Here what we are doing, that we are getting what? Request, right? Response. In that, what we are doing that here now, let's see that, right? So in this case, in the previous session, we are returning back what? Just string only, right? Just string. But what we will do now, here we will pack that object based on with helping of response builder implementation class. But in that, what we will do now? rb dot in that rb dot, we will take this response builder what? Reference object, right? In that, what we will do now? Status code. First let's entity entity object is there. This is what? Argumented. Here we can pass, right? Collection data, object data, or we can pass collection data. And here we can pass as what? Our normal primitive data also, right? We can pass. This is the what? Argumented method. This is what argumented method. Guys, please unmute yourself whenever you guys are joining that, right? This is my humble request. If you guys will disturb in the middle, right, my flow will disturb, right? I don't want those things. Okay. So now rb dot entity, right? rb dot entity is the what argumented. Here we can pass what collection data, object data, or normal primitive data also, right? So normal primitive data also. Now so in that, what again I said that, right? In the rb entity, whatever data we will put in the rb entity, right, that data will go inside what http response object, right? Response object in the body part, right? This is the what header, this is the what head part, right? And this is what body part, this is what body part, right? In that what we will get, in that what we will get, in the body part we will get whatever we will put the data, right? Inside that, we, if we keep the data as a collection, right, collection, we get json, or here we can get object also. It's not meaning that, right, it will return back what, it will return back what object also, right? So in this case what we will do now, this kind of data, right, multi MIME will support, right, our endpoint. So here whatever data we will take here, right, whatever data, right, in this rb dot entity, whatever we will pass this in this argument, those data will come here, from here, whatever data we will take, those data will come here, right? And after then what we will do now, again we will take the reference of what, again what we will take, reference of rb dot, sorry, rb dot what status, right? Status code, this is also what argumented method, this is also what argumented method, right? So in this case what we will do now, Muhammad, yeah, in this case what we will do now, in this case we will do, in this case what we will do now, this is also argumented method, but here what we will do now, in the previous session we learn, right, status code like 200 200, after then like that 300, success means okay, if rest, our rest endpoint is successfully executed, we got what, 200, right? Again 300, again what, 400, right, like 500, like this this is the status code, right? Based on the status code we are sending the data, right? So here we will what we are doing, that based on this status code and entity object, we are the returning those things. But after then what we are doing, that in that, after preparing this entity, means this object, what we are doing, that again we are taking the what, rb dot build, build method is there. After then means this object will prepared, means whenever we will use the build method, right, this object will prepare at the object format, right? Whatever we are taking here the argument, right, like this only, means the one object will create, right? The this object, one object will create, again what will happen, again this object will create and it will return back to what. But again this is, here what we are taking, that response object, right? But in this case we are taking what, response object, right? So previous session we are taking the object, and we are not taking that. Here we are taking, means we must wrap this object. I said that initially, this is the, if we return back as a response object from the provider side, our object, right? So we have need what, it's a helper class. That helper class's name is what, response builder, response builder, right? Based on the, we are preparing the object in provider side, right? Based on this we are preparing the what, based on we are preparing what object, and again what we will take, again we will create here this object at a response only, right? So what we will take now, response, right? Response what, rs, just I'm taking r equal to, just r equal to what, I'm taking rb dot, right? So rb dot, so what I will do, I will take this, right? Already here I build that object, so I will pass this one, right? In that I will take this one, I will take this one here, and what I will do now, I will do like this, okay? Then what we will do, we will return, right? We will return this method, right? As a, in the we will prepare this object and we will return back as a response. Then what we will return just r, right? If we return like this, right, if we return means we are packing the object inside that, where, inside where, in the provider side only. So this is the too much secure and all those things. Because of that we are using what response builder object. So let's see as a practical, right? Let's see how we will do the practical, and we will implement these things. Whatever I implemented, these things I will implement as a practically, and we will see that, right? And what we will see that, we will see that, right, as a practical. So shall I start now? After then we will move little bit previous session. In previous session I, at the rate consume and at the rate provide, I explained those things. I will again I will explain that, right? So because of you people whoever new in this session, they people also can understand, right? So let's first, whatever explanation I gave here, right? So let's first implement this as a practical, and we will see that, right? After then I will implement all those things. So okay, now I will enable the chat box, guys, after what completion of this application, right? So don't worry about that. Here we will talk each other, right? Here we are not doing business, right? Just we are collaborate to build our career in the software industry, right? Because of that we here, we here collaborated, right? So don't worry about that. I will give everybody chance, right? We will talk to each other, and we will enjoy the session, right? Here don't think, don't take the burden, right? Everything just make yourself free, and a little bit. See boss, someone said that, right, ki don't be serious in the life, right? But take serious your life, right? Don't be serious in the life, but take your life as a serious. Means take life as a serious, but every time don't take our current situation as a serious. Okay na? So don't worry about that. Everything, yaar, you know, when I was started my career, I was nothing, right? I unable to write one line of Java code also. But today, you know, I'm handling 20 member people in my company, right? In my under 20 people is working, right? So don't worry about that. I will take care each and everything. Just believe on me. Okay. I have need only one things, and whoever joining this session, please, whenever I will become free, na, I will give the time. Because today, see, other people went outside to enjoy those what our company and all those things with the friend, right? But why? Because of you people I did not went outside, right? So don't worry about that. We will learn all those things, and okay. So what we will do now, again let's implement this whatever I explained here as a diagrammatically, right? So first we just normal, I will write that much normal code everybody will understand, right? Like A for apple, how the people is teaching the people, right? Our parent is teaching initially kid, right? A learn kid, A for apple, B for ball, like that I will inject the Java. Don't worry, okay? So now let's open the Eclipse ID. Now what we will do now, I will create what? I will create the new project, right? I'm taking the Maven project, right? Maven project, guys, every time consumer can write standalone application or web application, but provider always will be what? Provider always will be a web application, right? So in that what I will take, in that I will use what? Web app archive, right? So in that again, in that now, so now let's what, let's com dot unique package name, right? Com dot product, prod dot, right, provider end point, end p end, just I'm taking, right? So now let's provider rest end provider, right? So now I'm just taking 1.0. First I'm starting that this API na, now finish it, okay? Actually my net is slow na, because of that the project. It's created or not anywhere? Where? Rest endpoint. Yeah, the project is created now. Okay, na. So what we will do now? We will open that project, right? In that, what we will do now? Again, first see the in the Maven, right? Initially, just a resource file is there. In the this resource folder, what we are doing? Just what properties file we are writing that. So wherever we have need what to write our Java code, that package is not came. So what we will do now, we will what we will do now, we will what we will do now, we will right click on that project, right? In that project we will click on right click, we will 1 minute, my system. Yeah, we will click on that project, right click. After then we will go inside that what build path, right? In the build path, build configuration is there, build configuration path is there. Now in the build configuration path, what we will select add library. In the add library, service runtime is there, right? In that, what we will do now, we are using what Apache Tomcat server, right? So we will select that and we will finish it. Okay, so now after then apply it and apply and close it. See wherever the folder we got it or not, where we will write our Java code. Now second one, what we will do now. So if we want to work on RESTful, we have need what Jersey or REST EC API, right? So I'm working on that what Jersey implementation class. So we have need to put that in REST. Sorry, we have need to put what in the dependency. In the dependency tag is there. Inside the dependency tag, what we will do now? We will go on the what browser, right? After then After then what we will select jersey bundle. We will after then 1 minute, actually my system is hanging now. Okay, so yeah, jersey bundle, we will select jersey bundle 1.9 Maven dependency, right? Any version you guys can select it, but we have need what to work. If we want to work on what in jersey implementation classes, we have need to add in the pom.xml jersey dependency, right? So we will go again in the project pom.xml, right? Now we will what we will do now, we will paste it, right? We will paste it that dependency, right? After then, but by default, whenever we are creating, right, the this is the Maven disadvantage is there. It will create as the our project as a 1.5 version, right? So again, what we will do now, again we will go on the what browser, and we will Maven compiler, Maven Apache compiler plugin, we will copy from the what internet, and this from properties to property we will copy that. And what we will do now, again we will go in the pom.xml. After the URL is there, it's no, there is no need to keep this property in the dependency tag, right? We will get error. We will put this dependency outside from what this property outside from what. Okay, Hari, I will come to you. Okay, now give me 1 minute. So now, okay, what we will do now, we will paste it, right? After then, yes, Hari, you can unmute yourself and talk. Why you raise the hand, man, if you don't want? Okay, leave it. Okay, okay, you want Hari? Okay, no problem.
हाँ रवि.
Yes,
Hello.
yes, Hari. Hari.
Hello. Are you listening or not?
Yeah, Hari.
Uh, I think so. Buffering is there.
Ask
Uh,
question. What is your
I told to you why you are not using a Spring Boot with RESTful.
sorry guys? Actually here we collaborate for what? Just restful spring restful today. Tomorrow I will complete restful just restful API, right? After then I announce that I will take the session as a what a spring rest. After then I will take the session microservices. Okay, na step to step we are going that. Okay.
Okay, and next question is there. You are using a Apache Tomcat,
Mhm.
and then I think
Server.
so.
As a server, I'm using what Tomcat only to run our endpoint, right? Means provider. Any doubt is
Yeah, Apache Tom.
sorry, Apache. What is Apache Tomcat? What is
No,
this?
no, I think so. It
No. This is what Apache.
no, no. If you
This compiler you are talking about that, right?
no, no, I'm not talking to
Okay,
the Maven compiler source.
leave it. First, we will complete the application. Whatever doubt is there, right? Because other people also is there, right? So we will talk after then. Okay, now I will clarify whatever your doubt is.
And the
Don't worry about.
chat is disabled.
Yeah. Actually, I disabled the chat. Okay, don't worry. I will enable it, right? But in the between, if you guys at the time of explanation, if you message also, I unable to see, right? So because of that, I disabled it. Don't worry, I will give everybody facility to talk and chat. Don't worry about that. Okay, na? So now let's okay now. This is what we will do now. We will keep this property. After then what we will do now, we want to change it, right? So we will create right click on that project. After then we go inside what maven. After then in the maven update project is there. Now what we will do now, we will select the force update snapshot because of already some dependencies there to override that dependency. Because of that we are selecting that now. Okay, so now okay now, so what we will do now, right? So Noor Hari. Guys, I will give the chance. Don't worry, right? I will give the chance everybody. Whatever doubt, first let the complete the application, right? After then any doubt is there, I will explain all those things again. Don't worry, I have the patience, yaar. Why? You guys, first you have to give the time to complete this application, right? Then I can help you. Still the just I explain what diagram and just I'm keeping all those putting the dependencies, right? And you you guys are started your own doubt, right? I will give the chance, man. Don't worry. Why we are collaborated here? Okay, na? Each and every doubt I have the capacity to clarify, right? So don't worry again and again I'm saying that. Okay, so let's first complete the application. Okay, and first we see the output, after then we okay now. So now okay, so we all whatever we have need dependency we kept inside what pom.xml, right? So but the design pattern again I'm not going. So whenever we are making the request in the provider side, right, we are using the restful, right? Jax rs people given one design pattern. What design pattern name is design pattern front controller, right? The rest api is working on front controller design pattern, right? So that is called what ready-made servlet. Here no need to write our own servlet, right? So same like whenever we are implementing our servlet application, we are configuring that front servlet in the pom.xml, web.xml, right? So same like here ready-made ready-made our front controller servlet is there. That servlet we will configure in what web.xml, right? That web.src main again. There is no need for this index.jsp. I'm deleting this one. Okay, now so I'm deleting this one. After then what we will do now in the web.xml, right? So in the web.inf folder web.xml is there. We will open it, right? We will open it. Now what we will do now, next we will configure the servlet, ready-made servlet, which is name is servlet container, right? So how we are configuring servlet, right? How we are configuring as a servlet, right? Servlet. our our servlet component, how we are configuring in the web.xml, right? Servlet tag is there, which is the parent tag, right? In that, what we are doing, that in that what we are doing, servlet class name is, this is the logical name, right? So end point, right? Just I'm taking endpoint, right? Inside that, what we are taking, servlet, right? Servlet name, servlet class, we will take the servlet class, right? I'm giving one shortcut, because we don't have that much memory to remember that much with fully qualified servlet container names. Just remember that servlet container name, right? Servlet container. So what we will do now, we will click alt shift t, right? After then our eclipse id will give, right? But I already searched this one, right? So because of that, here it's showing that servlet container. So but what we will, if not there, what we will do now, we will search it, right? Servlet, we will what, search it, we will search it, right? In that, what we will do now, we will just we wrote, right? Servlet, right? See, servlet, servlet, just I wrote servlet, the all servlet name related classes came or not. So what we will do now, we will search our servlet favorite classes there are not, which class we have need, right? So servlet container class name is there. Now we will click on that, right? So after clicking on that, I'm giving the step also, guys, right? So if anybody serious about that, the people will learn here only, right? So now we will copy this class name, right? First we will, because we got it right here, look, we copy that. Again we will go inside that what, pom.xml file. After then in the pom.xml, but here fully qualified name is needed, right? So after then in same server, that class, go top, right? After then going top, now copy this package name we have need to copy it, right? We have need to what, copy the full package name. Now we got it or not, we got the full package name or not. Our front controller class full package name, in that class our front controller code is there, right? So if you want to see, right, this code, whatever fully qualified package name we took here, right, that package name is correct or not. So what we will do now, we will just press in the keyboard control, right? And we will take the mouse on that, what, on that, what, on that our the package with class name. But see, this is not right, okay, this is not right. So what we will do now, I will show first, right? Okay, now again I think alt control shift t, copy the class name, copy the class name, okay, copy the class name. After then we will go on top, right? In that we will copy the fully package name, fully package name. Now we will paste it. Yeah. Now if we want to see this, whatever with fully qualified servlet container name we took, that is correct or not, just we press it control. After then we will take the mouse, see, underline, and that class name is what become what, green or not, green or not, guys? That class name is become, see, means this is the, we took correct package name. Now if any mistake is there, see, just I'm removing r, right? I'm saving that application. Now control, see the mouse over, nothing is coming, right? Just I'm taking again r, small r, right? Now save the application. Now see, underline with green color is scheme or not, means the, whatever we took the container name, that is the correct, right? So again what we will do, servlet, right? Servlet mapping tag. Inside that, again what we will do, again same, whatever the servlet name we took, right? That is that class, that tag we will take again. After then we specify of this container to, whenever we make the request, first request come where, first request come where, our own front controller, right? Our front controller. So then we will specify the url pattern, right? So url pattern, so extension match, exact match, okay, there na extension match is there, exact match is there, and so here what we will take, rest, rest slash star, means This is the till here, right? This our servlet front controller will instantiate, right? Our container, sorry, our server will instantiate the servlet container. After then anything, any resource we can take, right? So place of star we will take our own resource, whatever we tried that, right? So we configure whatever configuration is there, we completed here about what front controller. Now let's develop our own what rest resource, right? So in that what we will do now, in that src main, right click on that folder, right? Go inside new. After then go inside that what class, right? Inside class what we will do now, we will take com dot com dot product provider app ind, right? Now response, just I'm taking this class name, okay na? So if we want, means we configure in the web.xml what star, right? So after then, so to make this class as what, to make this class as what endpoint means resource. So what we will do, we will take at the rate path annotation is there. I explained in the previous session this annotation, right? So at the rate what, at the rate path is there. In that what we will take, just I'm taking what slash home, right? Slash home, I'm taking what slash home. After then what we will do now, I said that let's go inside whatever diagram I explained, right? So let's understand what I said, that previously I took return back as what string or object, right? Our collection data we took, right? But here what I will do now, I will take as a response object. Return type at what, return type as what, response object, okay? So and I will make for making the request, I will take, just I will make the get kind of request. So to make the get request, we have annotation what, we have annotation what, at the rate get. We have annotation, these annotation I explained in previous session, right? So just we are using that. And now what we will do now, in we will go inside that, right? So instead of in the instead of previous session, right, we are taking here a string public string, right? We took a string, or like for example, if employee object is there, employee object is there, right? Our collection data list are set, right? List, these kind of return type here we took, right? But in this time I'm going to take what, response. In this time response object, right? In this time what I'm taking what, response object, right? Response object, just get data, get data, I'm taking the method, right? Just I'm taking. So after then just I will show the message, right, how this response object is working now, okay? So now so in that I said that if we want to return the object, we have need what, if we want to return response object, right? If we want to return response object, we have need what, its helper classes also to return the entity or object, right? So what I took here, response builder. Now let's take inside that what, inside that let's take response what, response what, response builder, right? Now rb, right? Rb equal to, I said that we have need what, its implementation class, right? So response response builder, right? Response builder impl, which class we have need what, its implementation class, right? So see in the diagram I already explained also, not response builder. In that what we are taking that new response builder impl. In that I said that entity object we can pass here collection object or normal primitive. Just I will return here primitive data in the, whenever we will learn the next application, we will implement as a collection also. And what, collection and what, second one is what, object also, right? So don't worry about that. I will take bit by bit, everybody will understand, right? So now what we will do now, rb dot entity is there na. So let's we created this object response builder. It's a response helper object, is a response builder we created inside that what our in response body object, right? So in that what we will do now again, rb dot set entity, right? Just I'm taking what, just I'm taking what entity, right? Entity in that I said that we can pass here, we can pass here object also, object also, collection also, and what primitive also, right? So just I'm taking what primitive only, just I'm returning what Ravikant, my name only, right? I'm returning from here what my name only. So on that, whenever we make the request, just we get the output as what Ravikant only, right? And after then as well as what we have need response, what the response have need, right? So rb dot what status. See in the diagram also, rb whatever things we have need, what 200, 300, 200 is a success, right? 300 means redirect, 400 means client mistake, right? 500 means whatever api we wrote, right? In that somewhere we did mistake, because of we are getting what 500. So these based on this annotation, right, we will what implement that application, right? So what we will set status I said that na, this is the integer type, it will took, right? So 200 means success. Just I'm taking 200 status code. Now again what I said that here, right? So what here what I explain response again, what rb dot build object here means we complete this object, we will build it, right, based on the using what build method. Again what we will do now, we will return back again as a response, and that response we will return again, right? So now let's take it, right? Now rb dot build, right? Now rb dot build method means our object is build, right? So now it will return what response, we will take as what response object, because we are returning what response only, right? So response object, just r I'm taking. Now again what we will do now, we will return as, right, return, because here we took response object, so we have need to take response only, right? If we take another, then it will not accept, right? Because of that we are returning what this object as a response object. So return now, return what are now, okay, we got it, okay, we got the return type now. So I said that we make the request as a what get type, so at the rate get, right? Just I'm using what at the rate get annotation. Now our endpoint class is completed. Now shall we see the result what we are getting based on our explanation, we are getting the result or not? So let's what we will do now again, now again we will right click on that what project, and again what we will do now, again run as what, now run as what server. Now after then what we will do now, next step, now finish. Okay, now we will copy this. I will not run here this application. I will go on the Chrome only, right? From there, I will make the request. So to what? So we have need, we configure in the RESTful C in the form dot, sorry, in the web.xml to instantiate what our REST, sorry, this servlet container class. So what we took here now, copy it, right? So we paste here again after then anything means our endpoint, we go inside that what here we take what home, right? So again we will take here what slash paste, right? Now enter it and see the result we are getting or not. See Ravikant, we got it or not on the browser? See result we got it, right? So like that, in the real time we are using what? In the real time we are using a response as a return type, not as a string or object, right? So in that we are preparing the status code, and what in there we are passing that what data, and again we are returning back, and this is what our end point. Okay, so like this we are implementing the project in the real time. Now I'm giving the permission, if anybody having, even I will on the chat box also, guys, you can ask any question, and you can unmute yourself also, right? If anybody having any doubt till now, they can ask, I will clarify. I given the permission. Who want to ask the question, they can ask it, no problem, right? Hurry, any doubt? Use the chat box also, right? Pankaj, Amit,
Yes, yes.
yeah, fine, na? Fine. Anybody having any doubt, let me know that I will explain, right? Because guys, if you guys are not understanding anything because of that, the previous session content, right? Whoever attended the previous session, they can easily understand. I can now, Amit, correct, na?
Mm, yes, correct. No issue.
So okay, Amit, Apache Tomcat embedded Jasper. Hari, why you are asking this question here? I don't know. Hari, Apache Tomcat embedded Jasper. Why we will use it? Arsia, any doubt? Arsia, any doubt? You unmuted yourself, right?
No.
Okay, thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
no dots.
Till you are understanding whatever things I explained or not, because see, based on the diagram, whatever diagram I took here, those things I only wrote inside the class, right? Nothing more than else. I explained each and everything, right? So don't worry, just we meet first time, na? If you stay with me, na, I will make expert like anything, okay? So, okay, guys, I need only 1 minute, right? Give me 1 minute. Actually, I need someone is calling me. Just I need only 1 minute, right? I will return back. Yeah, thank you guys. Now let's deep dive with another discussion. Because of that, I explain as a easy manner here. Why? Because I will explain another, right? Another our next level discussion is what little bit critical is there. Because of that, I explain here, right? So you people can understand about what is the use of what response body and what is the use of response builder. So this is application, this is the demo, right? So this is the demo. So now let's understand the content negotiation, right? In the restful, content negotiation is there, right? What is the content negotiation and what is the use and why we are using, everything we will learn here, right? So now next is what? Content. Next is what? Content nego negotiation, right? Content negotiation. So what is the content negotiation? In the previous session, right? In the previous session we already learned what? At the rate, in the previous session what we learn what? At the rate producer, right? At the rate what we learn? At the rate produces. At the rate produces, right? At the rate produces and the at the rate consumes, consumes, right? These two annotation we learn, that means whenever we are making restricting our endpoint to produce the data, right? XML or what? XML or what? JSON. And here what we are doing, that here we are doing that what? To take our what? Consume the data, our object, endpoint object, means our endpoint provider can what? Take the data in XML or JSON, right? JSON. But in the previous session was just our API took only single data, right? But these, so I explain, right? Single object we pass and we seen, right? So but here, if in the case of, right, in the case of our, so how we make our endpoint, right? Endpoint means provider. So how we make our provider, right, to take, if consumer means provider, right? Sorry, consumer make the request XML also, can we make XML also or JSN also, right? JSN also in any in the any format, right? Any format. If the consumer, right, consumer make the request, and it will get what? The response as what? In the same in the JSON or XML format, right? That is called what? Content negotiation. Means we make the request, right? Just we make the request as a XML format, and we get the result as a what? We make the, who is that? Abhishek. So means let's understand as a first what? As a diagrammatically, right? For example, right? So for example, this is what our provider is there. This is what our provider application is there, right? This is what our provider application is there. This is our provider application is there, right? In the provider, right, we are making the request what? If we and here what is that? Here what is that? Here what is that? Here our what? Here what? Our consume is there, right? Here consume is there, consumer application is there, right? Here what? Consumer application is there. Consumer application, right? So consumer make the request, right? Consumer will make the request, right? From whom? Consumer will make the request, right? So we know that, right? Consumer HTTP request having two part, right? Head part and body part, right? Head part and what? Second one is what? Body, right? Second one is what? Body part. In that, whenever we make the request, in which format we want the data, xml format we want, or what xml format we want, or what we want in the json format. So if we want, right, in which format, if we want like json format, so in the header part, right, in the header part we will use what, accept, right, accept equal to application slash json, right. We will take this acceptance type, otherwise it will return what, http. Otherwise if our acceptance type is not matched based on our what, provider to produce the data. 1 minute, somebody is messaging. Provider create data, I'm not understanding us here. What is the question?
My doubt is, just now you said that whatever we have services, where it is placed means from where we can pick all the services.
Where we can pick the all those services means we will take the service, right, services classes is there in the provider side only, right, because the our provider only giving the services to consumer, right. Got it.
Yeah, that is right. Provider, can you give real time scenario? Provider means it is a third party, or the place where all the request will be there, or it will given by the client.
See, no, it will not given the client. See, provider is always third party only, okay.
Okay.
So now see, we are actually whoever in the, you can also become provider, right, if you giving the our your services to others, right, like banking or PayPal is there, right, PayPal is giving or
No,
Paytm
my
or
doubt is exactly provider is okay, but where, what is the platform from where we can pick the request? I'm asking the platform.
platform you are asking, right, we are
Yes.
platform we are using, right, what phone pay and Google Pay is there, right. Distributed
Yes.
technology, whatever we are, wherever we are implementing our distributed technology in our application, right, there we are using that what, these things, whatever your doubt is there, okay. So now whenever we make the request, right, whenever consumer will make the request, it will decide it here only, right, we in which format we will make the request. So only consumer only make the request, he will decide only in the header part application slash json, I need what, json data, right, then we will choose as what, acceptance type. If we not select as acceptance type, right, we will get what, we will get http what, 406, right, 406 error we will get it, right. So now, so consumer whenever consumer will make the request, right, whenever consumer will make the request, whenever consumer will make the, yeah, whenever consumer will make the request, right, it will go to what, in the server, means provider, another server, right. Every, see, consumer application is running another server and provider is running another server, there is no relation between these project, right. So if we want to consume this provider services, we have need to develop what, our own consumer, right. So now what we will do, now we will, now we will make the request, right. After making the request, right, the in that our java object is there in the provider side, means our java classes we are using java rest, right. So java, it will process that services, right, based on the request. After then it will return back what, it will return back what, the data in the, in which format, it will return back again what, it will return back the data in the, again, response object, right, response object having, again response object having two part, right. What is that? First one is header, right, second one is what, body. Second one is what, body is there, right. In that what we will, in the first, right, in the header part, status is there, right, status is there, and here we selected what acceptance type as a what application slash JSON, right? So here what is that JSON data is there in that body part. What is the data is there? JSON data is there, right? So JSON data is there, and means our object, our endpoint, right? Our resource will prepare the object and it will return back to what? Return back to what? Again, consumer, right? In which format data? JSON data, right? We got it as a JSON data. Here we will get it what as a JSON data, right? Same things. If we want what XML data, then what is there? If we want right, if we want XML data, so again let's understand those things also as a diagrammatically only. So this is what our consumer application is there, right? Consumer application is there, and here is what? Here is our what? Provider application is there, right? Here our provider application is there. Here is what? Provider application is there. Now again consumer will make the request, right? Again consumer will make the request. Consumer will make the, let this one, consumer will make the request, right? Again consumer, whenever consumer will make the request in the header part, right? It's having again request having how many part? Two part. Header, head part, head, and second one is what? Body, right? Second one is body. In that what? Again we will select here in the header part what we will accept. Accept, right? Acceptance type what we will take? Acceptance type application slash what? JSON, right? Application, sorry, XML. We will select what? XML, right? XML. And here again what will happen? Again what will happen now? Again our object will prepare again based on the response, right? Based on the request, our object will, our provider will prepare the object, right? Again it will return back what? As the response object, right? Again it will return back what? Response object. In the head part what is their status? Status is there. And in that which type of data we want? XML type, right? So here we will get what? XML data, right? In that, in the body part we will get what? XML data, right? In the body part we get what? XML data. So let's see all those things as what? Practically, right? So let's see all those things as what? Practically. So whatever we learn as a diagrammatically, right? So let's see that those things as a what? As a practically. So to perform practical, right? So produce our XML and a JSON data. Here I will increase two dependency, right? So those dependency what? Jackson core and a Jackson mapper. These two dependency I will increase in the form.xml, right? So now let's create the project, right? Again new Maven project. Again new Maven project, and inside that what? Let's take under web app. Now product content negotiation. Now Let's 1.0, 1.0. Now finish it. Yeah, this one, right? So what we will do now, right click on that project again. We will go inside that what build path, right? In the build path, in the build configuration is there. We will add the library runtime server runtime, and we will select what Apache. Now apply that and okay. Now again go inside that what pom.xml, right? We will go inside that what pom.xml again. So Java 1.8 we have need, right? So again here I already took. So property, right? So property 1.8. Let's take as a Java compiler as 1.8 now. So what we will do now, inside that we paste it, right? Again we have, I already said we have, if we want to work on Jersey, right? So we have need what dependencies. So in that what we have need Jersey dependency. Now copy this one, right? So again what we will do now, we will paste inside the dependency tag, right? Again I have need, right? If we want to work to expose our data as a JSON or XML, we have need what? We have need object mapper, na? Jackson object mapper and a Jackson core. So we will search the pom XML file, right? So Jackson first we have need core ASI, right? In that what we will do now, we will copy this core API core tag, and we will paste inside that form.xml. Again second one more dependency we have need, right? Jackson what? Jackson mapper ASI dependency. Copy it and paste. Now again, so we will perform, right? We are producing the data in the what JSON or XML format, right? So in the previous session just we take right only like what produces, right? So produces as a single argument, but that is we can take multiple, that is the multiple argumented also, right? So now in this case what we will take producer at the rate what produces at the rate, this is what array type, it will take array, right? So media, these things I explained in the previous session, right? Because of that, okay, yum media media type, right? Media type, media type media type dot application underscore JSON, right? JSON comma, again what we will take media media type media type dot, again what, application underscore XML, right? We take like that. In the previous session we tested just like single, right? Just we like this only, we tested single. Now we will, this is the what it's taking as a array argument also, right? So here we will take as a multiple, it can based on the acceptance type, right? Based on this acceptance type, it will produce, it can produce the what data as a XML data or JSON data also. Because of that I'm taking what these two argument, right, as a array type, right? So now I will implement this one in the project also, right? So I created already whatever required dependency is there, right? Whatever required dependency is there, we kept inside what our form.xml. So now right click on that project and go inside the maven and now update it, right? After then select the force updation of snapshot release. Now okay, Now, so what we will do now, we will go inside that main, right, app negotiation. Yeah, inside, no need for this one, right? So I'll delete it. Now we will go inside that what, web inf and pom dot, inside that pom.xml. What we will do now, we will configure our front controller, right? So we have need servlet tag, right? So servlet tag, guys, I'm doing everything in front of you people, okay? So now servlet, again what we will do now, servlet name, again what we will do now, servlet name, just test, I'm taking test only, right? Just I'm taking test only, right? Again another tag is what, servlet. Servlet, again another tag is what, servlet class. Now alt shift t, I already searched, because of that it's showing that. Now copy this one, now paste it here. Again go inside that class and go on top, right? And copy this one, and what we will do now, again we will paste it, right? After pasting that, what we will do now, again let's servlet mapping. Servlet mapping, inside that, again what we will take, servlet name, right? Servlet name test, right? Servlet name, inside that we specify the URL, right? URL pattern, right? Inside that what, rest, just I'm taking rest after then anything, okay? Now our front controller is configured, right? So now, in again what we will do now, we will go inside that, let's create one, let's return back our Java object, right? So our object, employee object, I will take one employee class, right? So com dot product prod dot emp. Now I will create what, employee object. Now what I will do now, just inside that, what I will take inside that, so we have need to make this class as what, if we want to convert this object in the XML or JSON, so we have need to make this class as a jaxb, right? Jaxb, because the some soap concept is there, even our rest also using some soap concept, because of that we can't forget. And I don't want to explain here jaxb, all those things which is there in the what, soap kind of rest, to develop soap kind of distributed application, but still here need to. So what, at the rate what, xml, only one annotation is there, right? XML root element, right? So we have need to take this annotation here, right? Now private, so private int, what is the data is there, private int emp id is there, right? Emp, I will convert this emp id as a xml data also and the JSON data also, no need to specify every time another annotation, right? So now private string emp name is there, right? So second one is private e string double, right? Double emp salary is there, emp salary is there. This data I want to see in the JSON also and the XML also, right? So on the browser, right? So what I will do, alt shift s plus o, I will generate zero per param constructor. I don't want compiler generated constructor, right? So I want my own constructor. So what I will do now, again I will take alt shift s plus r. I want to generate what, setter and a getter method. Don't worry, I will explain Lombok API also. Just we write at the rate data na, everything, no need to generate setter, getter and zero param constructor also, but don't worry, take the patience, I will explain that one also, right? So select it and generate the setter getter method. I want what, two string also, right? Alt shift s plus s, right? If after clicking that, what we got, two string method also, to over in the overridden format of what, all our this data, right? So now next what we will do now, again what we will do now, let's create what, let's create our own what, endpoint, means our resource, right? So now let's com dot msg message, just I'm taking that, right? So provider message, just I'm taking what, provider message now, okay? So in that, what we will do now, we make, if we want to make that, this is as a resource. Now what I will do now, at the rate path, right? At the rate path. Now in that, what we will take at the rate slash, just I'm taking a slash home, right? Just I'm taking that slash home. Now after then, what we will do now next, now let's take as a response. Why I explained in the previous, right? Because of that to able, because of that I able to explain, right? So response as a response object, I will take a return type as a response object, right? And even I said that in that, right? In this application I said also we can pass in the entity object also, collection also, and a primitive data also, right? So I'm going to now pass here now in this time object, okay? So now, what we will do again we will create one public. Now response, so data, right? So data now here what just I'm returning is null only after writing all those logic, right? Whatever required logics are there. After then what I will do now, I will return that object now. So first what I explained here, so we have need to produce the data, right? If we want to produce to perform what both data as a in the single API to return, right? So what we will take produces annotation, right? And the top of where in the top of this method, right? So just I want to make the request as a get only. So I will take what get annotation. After then at the rate I want to produce both data, right? Produces new. Now what I will took array, right? Array in the media type. In that media type dot application application underscore XML I'm taking, right? Application comma. Now again what media type application dot what application underscore JSON, right? JSON. Both I took now. This is I said that this is what array type argument. So now I took here in this application both, right? So if we take the both, what we will do, we can produce the data as XML also and JSON also. Now again I have need to explain again one more things here, right? So now but if we not select, right, if we not select acceptance type, right, acceptance type, if we not select, then in this argument, right, first one, which one is the first, right, which one is the first, that data will produce by default our front controller, right? For example, if we write, if XML is there, if we not select what acceptance type, we got what by default XML data. If right, first one is a JSON is there, then by default we get what JSON data, right? So based on the first argument, whatever the first argument is there in the produces, based on if we not select what acceptance type, we get like that data only, right? So I will show all those things as a practically also, don't worry, right? So I will explain those things as a practically also. So now employee object we created now, and we already took what this product right now. So let's what we have need, if we want to prepare the what response object, what we have need, if we want to prepare what, if we want to prepare what our response object data, right? If we want, so what we have need, builder object, right? Response builder. Response builder rs equal to new response response builder IMPL, right? So after getting this response builder IMPL, what we will do now again, rs dot, right? So but first what we have to do, this is the our employee object, right? So we want to produce the data in the JSON or XML, right? So what we will do now, again inside that, what we will create the employee object here, right? Just I'm not taking the data from the what client na. So just I will set what here only. So new employee setter getter method emp dot set, right? Set id, just I'm setting what 101. Now after then emp dot set name, right? Set name equal to what, amit I'm taking right here. Now again what emp dot what set, emp dot what set double what double, just I'm taking this much salary, right? So now after then what I will do, I said that we have need status, right? So now I'm returning no problem. I will eliminate the confusion, guys, right? So what I will do, let's cut it, and here just I'm taking this object. Okay, so now I created what response builder, it's helper class. Now inside that what we will do now, rs dot set and rs dot entity, I said that, right? We can pass object also, primitive also, and second one is what, collection also. So here I'm passing first application I shown as a primitive data. Now I'm returning the data as what object, this is the object, this object I'm returning that, right? I said that two permutation and combination I completed here or not. Now again, what I will take, set dot status, right? Set dot status, in that just I'm taking 200, right? 200. I will show the difference also. 200. I will show another things also. Don't worry about that. Now as a practical, when we will do the practical, yeah, when we will do the practical, I will show another code also, don't worry. Because we will see as a practically, then we will understand easily, right? So now after then I said that we prepare the response, right? Response again, right? So response r equal to, again what we will do, rs dot build, we will build it that object. Now after building that, what we will, just whatever the response object is there, we return back here to remove null, right? Our object is completed now, so I'll be send the data and see the result. So let's see that, right? Now I'm opening what, I will send the request as a postman, right? Now let's launch it. It's taking time, guys. Yeah, now let's run the application in what server. Now right click on that project and run on the server. Remove it, finish it. Yeah. Now copy this one and go inside that here in the postman, right? In the postman, which kind of we want our endpoint want the request get type, right? So just what we will do now, we will select get only, right? After then rest, after then rest, right? After then what home is there now. So in that just delete it, right? No need this one, just delete it. Now send it, right? 405 method not allowing, right? It's saying that method not allowing. Why? 1 minute, don't lose hope, right? Web application implementation. Okay. Checks WS core response builder entity media type. Okay. Slash home is there, provider produces response is there, so data media type, and in that oh, sorry. We need to select what get type, right? Now send the request. See, we got what I said that, right? Little bit patience is needed to work on software related things, right? So we got as what? We got as what? By default XML data or not? Our employee class is converted in the XML. So I said that, right? If we not select acceptance type, if we not select here, if I said that the argumented whatever argument is there, right? xml is first argument, right? So because of that we got what? We got what? XML data, right? So now I will show that as practically, guys, don't worry, right? Joe, if we want, so if I'm not selecting, right? If I'm not selecting what? Second, see the practical, right? See the practical, just what I'm doing that here now, just I'm doing this one right here. I will paste it, right? I will paste it. Now I'll paste it as a first argument JSON data. Now again what I will do now, again I will what? Again I will run this. Now let's run it. Again I will run it, right? Now again make the request, again make the request. I'm not changing anything now. See the output. See, we got the JSON data or not? See, previously we got what? Previously we got what? XML data, but now we get what? We get what? JSON data. So whatever I said in the initially, those point got correct or not here now. So those things is completed, right? So first, if we based on the argument, this question is clarified based on this argument. If first argument is there, then JSON, then if we make the request we get what? JSON data. If we make the if XML is what? First argument, then in the first argument what will happen? We get the XML data now. So now let's select what? Now let's select acceptance type, right? So if we want, right, XML data, no, I want our own choice, right? Based on what? See in the diagram I said that na, in the header part what we will select? We will select application slash JSON or application slash application XML, right? So let's select, let's see the what based on the acceptance type we are getting our result or not. So what we will do, we will go inside header part. I said that na, header request having what? Two part, header part and body part. In the header part what we will do, we will select this tag, right? Header tag. Inside that what? Accept, AC double accept, right? Accept. I want what? XML data. Now if we want XML data, what we will do now? Application slash application, I said that, right? Application slash what? XML, right? Just we select here, right? XML. Now after selecting this one, what we will do now? We will make the request, right? Again, see, we got the same, right? Based on acceptance, header acceptance type. See, based on header acceptance type, we got the result or not? I said that in the what diagram also, right? If we select what? Accept slash application, we got that result as JSON data, right? If we select acceptance type as XML, we get the result at what? As a result as what? XML type, right? So based on the our theory got as a practical or not. See, if you want JSON data, so slash, you have to set what? Header type as a what? JSON data. Now make the request. We got the our what? Our endpoint produces what? In the JSON also and XML also, in the both data or not? This is called what? Content negotiation. Till now, anybody having any doubt, let me know that. Again I will explain, right? Because this is a useful, and every day everybody is using in the industry, right? Anybody having any doubt, let me know that. Okay, na? I'm enabling again. Chat box, I enabled it, right? Noor, Hari, Chandan, Bharti, Amit, anybody having any doubt, let me know that. Okay, Hari, thank you. Now, the explanation, whatever things I'm explaining, you guys are understanding or not? Explanation is good, but just let me know that, right? Then I will improve myself again.
Good.
Huh?
Good.
Okay, now. So I know, because other people just today joined, na, because of that they are not able to catch up and they leave, right? So if see,
Yes.
boss, anything, if you have to learn anything, because again and again I can't go to basic level, right? Because some people I already took from there to here, right? So I can't waste their time also now. Because of that, I'm not touching again and again those things. But I tried my level best to people can understand, right? So this is based on the see, in the same one client only, right? One client only making the request, what? Making the request in the one API only. It can based on the selection what acceptance type it's making the request in the JSON also or XML also, in the both cases, right? So I made like this only, right? So don't worry about that. So any still anybody having any doubt, let me know that, right? Again I will explain.
No doubt, Ravi.
Yes, Bharti.
No.
Your video is on, Bharti.
Sorry.
Any doubt, Bharti?
No doubt.
Mm-hmm. So same like shall we implement what? Consumer side also? Shall we test it? One application? 39. Oh, okay, let's see that, right? Let's see that in same application again we will not create, and just we will see that, right? So here what we are doing that now we are doing that this employee object, as we are with selection of what acceptance type we are select. Based on the acceptance type we are seeing that what the our endpoint is producing the data in the JSON also, and what XML also, right? In the both it's returning back, right? So same like, so sometime the need is right. So client can make the request and the JSON also and XML also, right? So how from here consumer will make the request, right, in the data, JSON data and the XML, in the both data, right? So let's see as practically how we will implement in the project, right? So in that all dependency and the configuration I already created. Now again, just what I will do now, again this class only, right? In this class only, what I will do, just I will write the things, okay na? So because repeat again and again the same thing, creating the project, after then we will create this employee object, again we have need to, again we configure that form.xml, there is no need to do again and again, right? So this is the, so same thing. So what we will do now, shall we stop today? Let's stop here it, right? So tomorrow and day after tomorrow again, today tomorrow we will URI and URL is there, and this concept we will understand, and Sunday we will understand what security, and Sunday is the last day, right, for the restful services. So let's stop here only the session, okay na? And we will meet tomorrow at the same time, okay? We will understand as a scratch level, we will create the application, no need to destroy this application, because I will send you people, right? This application I will send you people, and you have to practice it, right? Because see boss, without practical no one can do anything in the life. So you have need to do what? Practical, right? Practical is more important. So understand the things as a practically, right? If you understand the things as a practically, then everything will become what easy. So if anybody having any doubt, unmute yourself, they can talk with me, right? No problem, I will tell everything, right? So Bharti, Chandan, Hari, Nitya, Noor, anybody having any doubt, or unmute yourself, talk with me, right? Because because of corona, right, the even meeting also going on Zoom only, so habituate here only, no need to hide yourself, right? By hiding yourself you can't get anything, so please speak it.
No, Ravi, no doubt.
Yes, no doubt.
So actually we have only 2 more day holiday, right? So
Yes.
today New Year, and tomorrow is what? Saturday, Sunday only, right? So tomorrow also there is no work, office work is there, and the day after tomorrow. So today still we are free, right? So let's deep dive in the what? Restful and only, and we will understand the things in the too much easy manner, right?
Yes, right.
Uh-huh. So still, okay, Noor, thank you for being us, right? Nitya, Hari, Ye Chanti, and Chandan, Bharti, okay? Happy New Year once again, you people, okay, na? And enjoy your day today, and don't
Happy New Year, Ravi.
and somebody is messaging me every time. What, Noor, sir, I am from. Oh, Nitya, thank you. She's from US, okay, na? So I respect you, okay, na? Speak to us privately. US, you are from US also, and why need to speak privately? I don't know. Okay, no problem. Okay, na. I don't know. You are from US, from India only. I don't know what is the problem to talk, right? Uh, okay, okay, Noor. But I'm respecting you because you given your important time to me. And okay, enjoy your day, and happy New Year once again, everybody. And let's stop the session, and we will meet tomorrow. Okay, at the same time. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Happy New Year, all of you, once again. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
And happy New Year, all.
Thank you, Chandan, Hari, Chandan, Bharti, Noor, everybody. Okay. Okay. Bye. Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
Mhm.